Hello, how are you doing? Welcome back to some more Football Manager 2022 and another part of the Journeyman with Leeds United. Today, we, of course, round off Season 10 with our season review, and we will be doing the summer transfer window between Seasons 10 and 11. So it is a summer transfer window special. Really looking forward to it, actually. We're going into our second season in the Champions League. Not a lot of money to spend. We're going to have to sell before we buy. But the squad is at a really good place, in my opinion. So I don't think we have to make massive additions to the squad. But I think the right additions in the right places could turn us from a team that's finished third in the last two Premier League seasons to a team that can win the Premier League quite comfortably. I do think we're that close now, which is really, really good. But first things first, let's have a look at the season review. So we're reviewing the 2031-32 season, and let's have a look. So, signing of the season is Edgar Navarro, who, of course, we brought in from Real Madrid on a permanent transfer after having him on loan last season. £37 million. He was brought in for, scored 12 goals and 19 assists and a 7.24 average rating. Johnny Ballesteros is up there as well. 14 goals and 11 starts, 2 assists as well. Francisco Jorge, very, very good. 5 goals and 21 assists. Luke Mbete had a very good season. 7 goals, 1 assist and a 7.05 average rating. Ishmael Nunes, £26 million. We signed him for 3 goals and 5 assists in 6 starts towards the end of the season. Cian Pilbeam, awesome. Burakin, somebody who would have played a lot more in our old system. I think we will be looking to move him on over the summer. Rodrigo Nunez, again, a younger, he's not actually younger than Ishmael Nunes, but a cheaper version. Didn't really get too much of an opportunity to show what he was worth. Same with Zinoviev. And William Malman, possibly the disappointing signing of the year. Only 4 assists and 1 goal in 14 starts. I was really excited about him at 15.75 million. Results for the season, you can see we got off to a very sticky start. We only won 3 of our first, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 matches. And yet we only finished 9 points off the top. So if we made a better start of the season, then who knows what we could have achieved. We had an incredible run of form, including a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 match winning streak in the Premier League. Absolutely unbelievable. And, who knows what we can achieve going forward. Champions League was very good as well. Got to the last 16. Emirates FA Cup. We got to the quarter-final. And the Carabao Cup, we were knocked out in round 1 or round 3 by Manchester United. But a very, very good performance to finish third in the Premier League once again. Moments to remember then, a 6-0 victory over Wolverhampton Wanderers, a 3-2 away victory to Arsenal. We were 2-0 down in that one, and I have to say that probably sparked the rest of the good run of form. And goal of the season was Ballesteros in a match against Middlesbrough back in the FA Cup. Finance-wise, sponsorship is down from last season, as is broadcast revenue, but corporate and hospitality is up. Competition prize money has more than doubled, and matchday commercial and retail has had a sizable increase. Vitinha sold the most shirts last season. Murray, Navarro, Jorge and Aronson also selling a lot of shirts. 507,000 shirts sold last season. And this was our best 11 for the season then. Andre Lunin starting in goal with Santos, Mbete, Tiata and Mizogen in defence. Casadei and Kone as our defensive midfielders, and Navarro and Jorge supported by Esteros and Nat Wallbank up top. So there you go then, record breakers. £87 million for Fadil Ramadani, who left us halfway through the season. Didn't really have that good a time at Real Madrid. I feel like he could be somebody that could well be returning to us in the future at some point. Very, very good player though. Fans Player of the Year was Edgar Navarro. Young Player was Nat Wallbank. Signing of the Season was Edgar Navarro. Goal of the Season by Esteros. Top goal scorer was Peter Murray with 23. Top assists was Francisco Jorge with 21. Most Player of the Match awards, Nat Wallbank with 10. Highest average rating, a 7.3 for Cesar Casadei. And most passes completed per 90 minutes was Arthur Tiata with 76 per 90. We got 4 awards this season, Manager of the Month in December, January and March, and we did win the 2031-32 English Premier League Manager of the Year. History in the making then, your hard work and effort has paid off on the pitch, and such a feat didn't go unrewarded at our end-of-season awards ceremony. A successful season for Leeds really began to pick up speed in the middle of the campaign. Leeds took a little while to get going, but really set themselves up well with their mid-season run. And then we've got the dynamic manager timeline, which probably hasn't updated too much, really. Investing in potential, developing talent, nominations like the Next Gen shouldn't be sniffed at. Johnny Ballesteros got the nod more than he deserved. Okay, I didn't realise he was in there. Don't know if we can see the top 50, can we? Probably not. But he was in there, apparently. Anything else? I don't think so. Best of the rest. Showed great work. I mean, he got that. Best in the business. And, well, there you go. Embraced or politely underplayed his contribution when receiving the English Premier League award. It will always be in his honours list. Okay. Right, there you go then. So we can have a look at the best 11. Lunin is now in the overall best 11 squad. Likes of Sergio Gomez. Certainly somebody that could be coming back to us at some point. Meslier still looks good. I'm trying to see. Tyler Adams, of course, joined Leicester. Hasn't really had a successful time of things, and got a decent amount of money for him. Sinisterra is still playing. He's at Hoffenheim. Is joining Bayer Leverkusen, interestingly. And there you go. Okay, Jack Harrison, of course, left midway through last season. Had a very good year this year in the Bundesliga. Good to see. I'm happy for Jack Harrison. And fingers crossed he can do a bit better. Supporter profile. We have actually lost social media followers, which is interesting. Our hardcore fans have gone down. Core following has gone up. Club visions and expectations. We'll come back to that in a minute. We've got the end of season team meeting, of course. And the most important decision of them all, where's our training camp going to be? So we were in the USA last year, so let's go with that again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right, so this is our culture. They want us to play defensively solid football, sign players under the age of 20, play entertaining, high-tempo pressing and possession football. Maximum 1-year contracts for players over the age of 32, 2-year for 30, minimum 4-year contracts for first-team players, and maximum 3-year contracts for players over the age of 28. They want us to be competitive in the Champions League while recording another top-half finish in the Premier League and work towards developing the best youth system in the country. They want us to win the FA Cup in 2033-34, work towards qualifying for the Champions League, and by 2034-35, develop that best youth system in the country and win the Premier League now by 2035-36. Awesome. Right, okay. As far as the plan goes, as I said at the end of yesterday's video, there are a couple of players I'm looking at as potentially people we can move on. Thiago Santos, for instance, didn't have a good season. Probably time to cash in on him, especially with his wages. That's a lot of money that we can bring in. The William Malman potentially could be somebody that goes. Nunez, I know he only came in January, but he's not got much going for him. Burakins, I would like to get rid of. So those are the sort of players that I think we could sell. On the incomings, I'd like another right back, a first choice right back. Perhaps potentially another defensive midfielder to truly replace Ramadani. And other than that, I think we're in a really strong position with our team, and I'm not really thinking anywhere else needs strengthening. Defensively, we're very solid. Maybe another centre-back could be good, because we have only got 3. I do like to have 4 centre-backs in general. So centre-back, right-back, and a defensive midfielder is where we're looking at. So I'll see you guys when we come to any sort of deals. Well, a rather interesting situation has come up almost instantly in this transfer window. Vitinha, Nunes and Nunes all want to leave because they're unhappy that we've not played them in their preferred roles, which I think is just really stupid, to be honest, especially Vitinha, because we have been playing him as a pressing forward. So I really don't get what his problem is. But yeah, they all want to leave. It could be a bit of an issue, to be honest with you, especially because Vitinha is, a very high-ranking player within our team. Yeah, it could be a problem if we mess this one up. But luckily, we've got pretty much the whole summer to fix it. First signing of the summer then is Connor Bradley, who is a 28-year-old Northern Irish right-back from Chelsea. He's going to be signing for £30 million. I do think this is a great deal for us, actually. Started life down at Bolton after joining Liverpool as a youngster. Joined Real Madrid, didn't really play for them, has been down in the dumps at Chelsea over the last few years, but he seems to fit our system very, very nicely. Complete wing back, good crosser, decent passer, good pace, good natural fitness. I think this guy will fit perfectly into the squad. He's better than Thiago Santos, and yeah, will be a brilliant squad player, and yeah, very, very happy with that as a first signing of the window. Okay, next signing of the summer will be Iker Padilla, who is coming in on a free transfer from Real Madrid. Looks pretty decent, to be honest with you. Can play anywhere down the spine, can play on the right-hand side as well. Looks like it'll be a decent bit of backup for us. He's only 21 years old as well, and getting him on a free transfer, I think we've got to be really happy with that. So, yeah, 1 in the bag. Well, I like it when a plan comes together. We have got rid of Thiago Santos for £25 million. We are going to be paying £37 a week, £1,000 a week towards his wages, but 160k off the wage budget. I'm very happy with that. A player that has been in big decline over the last few months, and I think we'll continue that into next season. He's going to Wolfsburg. I'm pretty happy with that. We are trying to sign Richarlison. Not that one. 18-year-old Brazilian left-back. Looks insane, actually. He's going to be coming in for about £6 million from Juventude. And, yeah, could be another Ballesteros coming in there. Very, very happy with the look of him. So there we go. There's this Richarlison kid. Already looks like a 5-star potential player. I think this guy could be really, really good. He's been loaned back to Juventude until the end of the season, but that's a massive signing for us, and definitely somebody that could be a huge player for us in the future. Okay, 2 new signings to welcome in. First one is Daniel Weber from Germany. He is a 19-year-old right winger. He's a wonder kid. Looks really, really good, actually. Some very decent attributes there. 2.5-star ability already. Potentially 5-star potential. Played 10 games for Dortmund last season. Did very, very well in them. Has played very well in the past for their reserve team. I'm looking forward to bringing him in. Going to cost a lot of money, but definitely somebody that I think will add some great depth to the squad. We've also brought in Alessandro Rapossi, who is an 18-year-old wonder kid midfielder. Can play on the left, can play on the right, can play through the middle, and at central midfield as well. Played a full season at Inter Milan last season. Did very, very well. Excellent attributes, good long shots, good technique. I think he'll be a really, really good addition to this squad. So 2 new wonder kids into the squad. And the team is starting to come together a little bit. We have got rid of a couple of players that were clogging up the wage budget a little bit. Jose Manuel Olmo has gone to Inter Milan. Of course, he joined them on loan last season. £36 million we managed to recoup for him. Very, very happy with that. And Burak Ince has gone to Benfica for £21 million. A tidy 12 million profit on him, and I'm sure he'll have a much better career at Benfica. He would have just fizzled out here at Leeds United. But yeah, doing really, really well at the moment. Richarlison, by the way, did come in. He looks fantastic. 2-star ability, 5-star potential. 18-year-old Brazilian. He's gone back out on loan to Juventude, and yeah, I think he will be brilliant. We've got a few more in the pipeline as well, so hopefully we can bring them all in. Okay, next guy over the line is a 22-year-old Russian centre-back, Rinat Polyatskin. He's come in for 14.5 million. Very good sign, I think. 3-star ability, can of course get better as well. Can play in defensive midfield, which I think is a really good thing to have. He's 6 foot central defender, very good header of the ball. I think comes in and is very, very good depth to us. He's come in from Lokomotiv Moscow, so yeah, things are going well. Well, annoyingly, the Raposi deal didn't go through. We confirmed 2 signings at the same time. I think we'd have needed to adjust the budgets for one of them, and it just didn't let us get him, and I can't now put the transfer through, which is really, really weird. We'll try again later in the transfer window, but they're just rejecting all of our offers at the minute. And what's annoying is I think he's the better player out of the 2, so yeah, I'm a bit gutted about that one. Well, this is a bitter pill to swallow, but he did want to leave. Vitinha, of course, has been a brilliant player over the years for us. Probably on the decline as a footballer. Will be 33 next season. Only actually started 13 games last season. Still scored 15. Very, very good player. But Vitinha is finally leaving. He will be joining Southampton, a Premier League rivals, of course. And, I think he will fit right in. If he's going to lead the line somewhere, he's going to do it very, very well. 17.75 million he is going for, which I'm disappointed about. Feel like we could have potentially got more for him, but he wanted to leave, and that's that really. There's nothing we can do. So goodbye, Vitinha. What a player you've been. Well, remember this guy that we lost out on last year to Southampton? Well, we're going to sign him this year for a lot more money, guaranteed. It's going to be about £92 million, but this guy is ridiculously good. I looked at him last year. I was so super excited about getting him. We're going to be playing him on the left-hand side of midfield, and I think he's going to be a world beater. He scored 10 goals and 7 assists with Southampton last season. I think at this club, he can do even better than that. Jeffrey Dedier, he is just ridiculous. We cannot turn down those sort of players when they come in. So yes, it's a lot of money. Yes, it's going to break our transfer record more than likely, but I think we needed to spend big if we want to be champions of England or Champions League contenders. Those are the sort of players we have to sign. He is an elite talent. He's going to be legendary, I think, by the end of this career mode. So yeah, 4.5-star ability. He's as good as Edgar Navarro, if not better. He is just going to be awesome and very versatile as well. Okay, we funded Southampton for a little while, but you can't refuse those sort of players. We've still got a little bit of money left in the bank. Probably redistribute it a little bit to just ease the pressure on the wage bills. We had some committed spending. That's fine. So yeah, really, really happy with that. We've got a big name signing as well, who's going to come in and sell a load of shirts, which is fantastic. So yeah, I'm really, really happy about that signing, and yeah, excited to see him in action now. Well, this seems like a really good deal with Dortmund. £50 million they've agreed to sign him for. William Malman, who, I was very excited when we signed him last year, but he didn't really do too much last year. So I'm looking, hopefully, forward to getting that money for him. I've been informed that you're not sure, but you're not part of my plans. I'll definitely take their offer more seriously. Brilliant. That's what we want to see. So let's accept that £50 million bid. That basically pays for the Dedea signing. That and Vitinha, worth it for me. Okay, another young signing through the door. Mauro Garcia, who we tried to sign in January. He's coming in for 6.25 million. Looks very, very good again. 2-star ability. 5-star potential, can play at right back, can play in the centre-back regions as well. So, yeah, really, really good squad player to have in, and he's young. Okay, so we've reached the end of the transfer window. Pretty happy with the squad we've put together. Some really good business in there. I think we've really strengthened certain aspects of the squad. I think we are ready now to really put in a good push for winning the Premier League. It's a pity we haven't got Tiata for the first day of the season, but you look at the depth of the squad we have, and I just think we're going to be in with a really good chance, especially when you look at our fixture list towards the end of the season. We'll have a look at that in a minute, but this is the 11 I've put together for the first match against West Ham, which we will, of course, be playing in tomorrow's episode. Andre Lunin starting in goal with Connor Bradley at right back, Luke Mbete and Renat Polyatskin in defence, with Mizogin on the left. Casada and Kone start as our defensive midfielders. Navarro and Dedea start wide of Peter Murray and Johnny Ballesteros up top. I've went with Ballesteros over Nat Wallbank, just because I think Ballesteros is going to be in a world beater. He's only 19, and he's going to get better and better and better. As far as the media are concerned, they think that we are going to finish in 7th position, which would be quite disappointing considering we finished 3rd the last 2 seasons. But we're now only a 20-1 shot to win the title. Arsenal are actually favourites, which I think is an interesting choice. Man City there. Second favourites are Man United, and Liverpool, the defending champions, in 4th. Chelsea 5th, Newcastle in 6th, with ourselves in 7th, Southampton 8th, and Tottenham in 9th. It is a pretty big top 9 as things go. If we look at our pre-season predictions, it was 7th place anyway, so that's not changed at all, but you can see we're very much at the best part of this series, this save. 3rd place the last 2 seasons. That is so much better than what had been achieved in previous years, and we've attracted some massive players here this summer, so I'm looking forward to it. Peter Murray 3rd favourite for Golden Boot, Dedea 2nd favourite for Player of the Season, Moyano and Ballesteros are up there for Young Player of the Season. I'm just really, really excited about this squad. You look at the average age of it and you think, wow, when there's that many players, 19 of your squad beneath the age of 25, it's just a really exciting time to be at the football club, to give it one last go, I think, before we push on into next season. Danny Cowley got the England job, by the way. That England job did come available. He left Everton, so I'm intrigued to see if he's brought his brother with him to the England setup. It doesn't look like he has. This is interesting. So Nicky Cowley is still at Everton. That's very interesting. Liam Richardson has been appointed manager. So he was Bournemouth manager. Can we get Nicky Cowley into the football club? Ooh, well, we can. Now, what would he fancy? Do we think he'd fancy a coaching role? I don't think he would, but maybe if we offer him ridiculous money. Nah, he wants assistant manager, which he's a very good assistant manager, but look at our guy. I mean, we brought him in, and he has been brilliant. I suppose he's possibly been a big part of our success, if you think about it. But excellent attack and excellent defending. He is just a wonderful coach and a wonderful person to have around the football club, and has really, really helped with that. And fingers crossed we can head into next season positively. I think we've got an excellent first few matches in the Premier League. But the final 5 matches, 5 of the last 6 matches are at home. I think we can win all 6 of those, so we can have a good run in again, and hopefully build up some really good momentum and have a team that can compete right at the very top and win Leeds United their first title since 1992. So if you have enjoyed this transfer special, then give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more Football Manager videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.